Medieval Cup Jousting!
Ireland battles Poland for possession. Welcome to Tournament 3 of Medieval Cup Jousting. I'm Sunny Day and we're coming to you live from the year 1302 as the 14th century dawns. We've got the 4 classic elements of excitement prepared. Fire in the bellies of the knights. Water in the form of blood, sweat, and tears. There's plenty of earth for biting into, and no shortage of ether for flying through. Our contenders will joust 10 runs today. For scoring rules, please see Tournament 1. Now here are the knights. For Ireland, happy and optimistic as always, our reigning champion Sir Molloy of the County Clare is back to defend his title and to bring eminence once more to the Emerald Isle. And from the Kingdom of Poland, our challenger, a proud but brooding loner, meets Sir Kopek of Podhale, the picturesque southernmost region of the kingdom. Let's watch now as our knights are helmed. Sir Molloy receiving his shamrock-accented dome top, looking sharp and prepared. And Sir Kopek, behold the exuberance of his feathered helm! What a sight! Will his jousting equal this level of ostentation? Sir Kopek's helm is the latest in medieval headwear. A narrow slit protects the eyes from forward lance strikes, while the pitched lowered front allows for better ventilation. However, in battle, arrows can strike from above. Now here we see Sir Molloy back on his trusted Andalusian charger and keeping with the full shamrock flare. Will it bring him luck again today? And Sir Kopek, mounted on a very stout piebald Silesian, a breed from Poland which is the heaviest of all the warm bloods. Stunning! It's time for our knights to exchange well wishes before the joust. Let's listen in.
Top of the tournament to you, Sir Kopek. Best of luck to you today.
Pan Molloy, twoje szczęście jest legendarne. Chciałbym jednak, abyście zrozumieli jedno. W Polsce nie ma czegoś takiego jak szczęścia, ale najlepsze życzenia dla ciebie.
Ah, that's for all the bells in Bela Ata Cleat.
Folks, we may finally be into the age of chivalry. We have to pause now for a word from our sponsor.
Heed thy lord's wish!
And feed on sword fish. A message from the Fishmongers' Guild. That is the sound of patience wearing thin. So we shall now allow the Norns to spin the threads of fate and choose our next champion. Let the joust begin.
Joust 1!
Tournament 3 opening brutally as Molloy marlins one to Kopek's sardine hole, while taking a barb to his own chum bucket. 6-4 Molloy for keeping that helm on.
Joust 2!
Tilt line breached and both knights amberjacked while Kopek keeps his ring and Molloy his helm, providing a 1-point advantage to Molloy on the run. It is 11-8 Ireland.
Joust 3!
Knights aiming high and both butterflied as a result. Kopek retains his helm, giving him a 2-point advantage. It is 15-14 with Ireland ahead by 1.
Joust 4!
The pair pollocked with resultant ruin, 6 points apiece, bringing us to 21-20 Ireland.
Employ the will of God!
And enjoy your fill of cod. This tournament brought to you by the Fishmongers' Guild.
Joust 5!
Molloy again punishing that smelt hole of Kopek's. The two knights remain saddled as Kopek loses his helm but keeps the ring, while Molloy loses both. 3-2 Kopek, and we are now tied at 23 as we break for halftime news.
Halftime news!
England's King Edward has crushed the Scots army at the Battle of Falkirk. Avenging his prior humiliating defeat by Sir William Wallace at Stirling Bridge, Longshank's archers this time use longbows to rain armor-piercing arrows onto the Scotsmen. Wallace, now on the run for his life, has lost his title as Guardian of Scotland, as well as his lucrative sponsorship by Popular Knighting magazine, as they are forced to issue a reprint. The giant moa is now extinct. The last known survivor of this delicious feathered behemoth was cooked and eaten on the islands that will one day be known as New Zealand. Adding insult to injury, the indigenous tribesmen who hunted it did so without a permit. Finally, Venetian traveler Marco Polo has returned from his 24-year journey to East Asia and has published a book of his discoveries, which include paper money, eyeglasses, and pasta. These events mark an inflection point in human history that will eventually lead to the development of Chef Boyardee mini raviolis, and I for one am grateful. Now back to the tournament.
Joust 6.
Malloy tube snouts Kopek with a pike to his snipe hole, but gets himself herringboned as Kopek pivots to take him down. Kopek retains his ring and Malloy his helm. It's 28-27 Ireland.
Joust 7.
History is written as Kopek skillfully skewers and traps Malloy's ring onto his own lance. An astounding feat never before witnessed on the circuit, and worth 5 points. On top of this, Malloy free spools into the ether, losing his helm and giving Kopek a record 11 points on this run. It is 38-29 Poland. Interesting factoids. Sir Malloy, whose name means proud chieftain in Gaelic, is a descendant of Niall of the Nine Hostages, the legendary king who kidnapped St. Patrick and brought him to Ireland in the 5th century. Fascinating. And Sir Kopek, at home on his vast estate, this highborn knight enjoys cheese-making and ballroom dancing. Alone, of course.
Joust 8.
Malloy trout-mouthing Kopek and both go reeling. Kopek somehow manages to hold on to his ring, providing a 1-point gain. 44-34 Poland.
Joust 9.
Fatigue taking its toll as both knights are brined, battered, and broiled on the run. 6 points each, bringing us to 50-40 Poland as we go to the final joust.
Obey the canons of church.
And fillet some salmon and perch.
Joust 10.
A shield strike and they flounder. It's all over as Kopek keeps his helm for a 2-point advantage to win this tournament 56-44 Poland. Congratulations to our new champion, Sir Kopek of Podhale, who will travel back to Poland not by himself this time, but with glory at his side. We bid a sad but fond farewell to Sir Malloy, who we will see again at the upcoming Jubilee. We'd like to thank our knights for a thrilling show, our sponsor, the Fishmongers Guild, our cameraman, Mr. Xander, and of course you, our dedicated viewers in the future. For Medieval Cup Jousting, I'm Sunny Day. We'll see you again in 1310.